Anthropic just became the company that's about to make history. They're targeting a $2 trillion IPO valuation in October. That would make it the largest initial public offering ever recorded. Welcome to Russo Pulse. Let's break down what just happened. On August 13th, 2026, the Financial Times reported something extraordinary. Half a dozen investors in Anthropic said the company is targeting a $2 trillion valuation for its October IPO. That's larger than SpaceX, which went public in June at $1.77 trillion. Here's the context. Anthropic didn't exist as a company until 2021. Dario Amodei and his sister Daniela left OpenAI because they disagreed with the company's direction. They started Anthropic from scratch. Now, 5 years later, Amodei is about to raise more capital at a higher valuation than Elon Musk's rocket company. The growth trajectory is stunning. At the end of 2025, Anthropic's annualized revenue was $9 billion. By May 2026, it had crossed $47 billion. Investors now expect $100 to $120 billion by the end of this year. That's a 10-fold increase in 12 months. To put that in perspective, SpaceX's trailing 12-month revenue is roughly $44 billion. Anthropic has already surpassed that, and they're not done growing. But here's where it gets interesting. Anthropic didn't just grow revenue, it also conquered the market. As of the second quarter of 2026, Anthropic owns 32% of the enterprise AI market. OpenAI owns 25%. For the first time, Anthropic is the leader. Companies like Amazon, Google, JPMorgan Chase, and Salesforce are all Anthropic customers. That's not venture capital hype. That's real enterprise demand. The strategic irony is stunning. 5 years ago, Amodei was working under Sam Altman at OpenAI. Now, Amodei's company is worth more, growing faster, and winning enterprise customers at a higher rate. The student has surpassed the teacher. But here's the question investors are asking. Can Anthropic justify a $2 trillion valuation? At $100 billion in revenue, $2 trillion implies a price-to-sales ratio of 20 times. That's expensive, even for AI software. The company faces real risks. It operates in a pure software space with intense competition. Model iteration cycles are measured in months, not years. GPU computing costs are exploding. And if the AI market experiences any slowdown, growth projections evaporate instantly. Also worth noting, Anthropic's executives have not officially confirmed a $2 trillion valuation target. The Financial Times spoke to investors making their own financial models. The actual IPO price could be higher or lower. But the broader story is undeniable. Anthropic took a bet that it could compete with OpenAI by building a safer, more aligned AI model. That bet worked. Claude is now trusted by major enterprises, revenue is exploding, and the market is willing to pay unprecedented prices for that growth. This is the story of a founder who believed he could do better than his mentor. And so far, he's right. I'm Elsie Skye, and this is your pulse on what's viral. Hit subscribe and never miss a move.